Hey guys, this is Jeff here for another episode of Route 666. I am out here in West Allis, Wisconsin, getting ready to go down here. It's really dark. It's like 6:30 in the morning, but I am getting ready to go up here by Dahmer's grandmother's house. So I'll show you this here in just a second. So right there is the infamous house. So right there is where Jeffrey Dahmer's grandmother lived. It is where Dahmer took Stephen Toomey, as well as he took the body of Stephen Toomey, and then he actually killed 3 men inside of the basement of that house. James Doxeter, Richard Guerrero, and Anthony Sears were all killed in that house when Dahmer was there living with his grandmother. It wasn't until after that he moved to the apartments about 10-15 miles away downtown in Milwaukee. But yeah, there you go. Another episode of Route 666 right there where Catherine Dahmer lived and where Jeffrey Dahmer took several lives. Sorry guys, I'm trying to be quiet because it is a residential neighborhood. Alright, I will talk to y'all soon. Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little bit more now that it's a little bit later and it's not so dark out about Jeffrey Dahmer's grandmother's house there in West Allis, Wisconsin. And it is a very nice residential area. Of course, I already mentioned that Jeffrey Dahmer had brought at least 3 men there and killed them in the basement. He also brought his first kill back in there in Wisconsin, Stephen Toomey, who he killed over at the Ambassador Hotel, and brought him back there and eventually dismembered him, crushed up his bones, and dispersed him around just like he had done with his very first kill, Stephen Hicks, back there in Ohio. So there are several things that I realize I'm on a bridge, but one of the victims, the last victim there at the grandmother's house, Anthony Sears. I actually met Anthony Sears' cousin at a show that I was doing. Her and her family had come up and were checking out the card game and everything. And she ended up telling me that she actually wrote a report about Jeffrey Dahmer when she was in school. There was a report that they had to write about the most influential people in the world. And a lot of people were writing about presidents and, Martin Luther King and stuff like that. And she chose to write about Jeffrey Dahmer because of the influence that Jeffrey had on her family. And of course, it's an awful, horrible influence that he had. But her grandmother, or great aunt, I think it was. Yeah, her aunt, not great aunt, but her aunt was the lady that stood up in the trial. Not the one that was, yelling, but she did yell at Jeffrey, and she said, "Why did you kill my only son?" And so it was a very interesting conversation and, you know, a very chilling conversation to talk to somebody who was directly related to all of those things and was directly affected by what he had done there. And it is just, it's amazing the people that I get to meet, the people that are directly involved with these things. It's always very sad that they had to experience that and that their families have gone through so much because of what these people have done. It's truly an awful thing. But it was a great conversation, and you know, I was glad to see the way that she's dealt with it and her family, and really coming to terms with the atrocities that can happen in our world. But anyway, I wanted to add that to this video. As you can see, I am currently in the woods, and the next video that I'm going to post, I am currently in Delphi, Indiana, and I am heading down to the train bridge down here. So I'm walking down the trail, but you'll see that in the next video. I'll talk to you guys in a few.